Concluding paragraph. Back to my black. Concluding paragraph. How do we go to the concluding paragraph? We don't have anything else to introduce. In fact, if you introduce any new topics at this point, it will not work anymore. You throw your essay completely off. The restaurant O'Hara's was closing at this point. I was a single mom. I had to get home in order to be able to go to work and be a mom the next day. So we had to wrap up this date. So what you need to do is you cannot introduce a new topic. So you have to transition again, transitional sentence. Some sort of filler sentence. How do you transition that this is the end? Okay? Here you want to wrap up topic for body paragraph number 1. Wrap up topic for body paragraph number 2. Wrap up topic for body paragraph number 3. You cannot introduce any more details. Okay? You just remind people of what you talked about. And then here, I like to call this a call to action. Because you want to leave people with something to remember. You want to leave people with the reason why they should have read your essay, what they should have gotten out of your essay, okay? So, in the dates, the transitional sentence is that he drives me home. That's the transition, okay? We're ending things, we're wrapping up the dates. The wrap up for body paragraph number 1 is he reminds me that the Notre Dame season is starting pretty soon, okay? Reminds me that we're gonna watch a game together. Okay? Number 2, he asks if I buy Dodger tickets, I mean, is that moving too fast, or would you want to go to a Dodger game together? And I said, yeah, you know what? You should totally check the schedule and look into tickets, and I will for sure go to a Dodger game with you. Okay? So he reminds me of Dodger game. So he confirms that game. And then as he's walking me to the door, he's like, I know it's moving really fast to like invite you to meet my family, but I wasn't kidding. I would really love you to meet my mom and my sisters and come to the first Notre Dame game party with me. Like, would that be something you would be willing to do? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I really am. Okay? And he confirms meeting the family. Now, at that point, he is super polite. He is so nice. We have ended up having an amazing date. He has walked me to my door, and he goes in for a hug, and we hug, and it's very nice. It's very sweet. It's very PG, okay? Which is all good things. However, we need a call to action. And I seriously was like, really, that's it? He's like, what do you mean that's it? And I said, well, no goodnight kiss? And he says, well, I was being a gentleman. I said, that's so sweet that you were being a gentleman. In fact, the fact that you were being a gentleman makes me want a goodnight kiss even more. And so he comes in, and we have a goodnight kiss. A very sweet, PG goodnight kiss. And the rest is history. He actually ended up proposing to me within 4 months at the beginning of December, and I said yes, and we actually got married a few months later. We celebrated our 1 year of being together on our honeymoon. So that is how you can take a date that's going horribly and turn it around, even when you think there's no hope. And that is how I would write that date in an essay and have everything together, okay? All right.